Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The 40, but not before picking up 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Packers at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were winners their last time.
Mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
First down, going to the air with Love. And he fires one incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. Now they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Love with a pass caught by Musgrave, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Down right around the 25. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man 5. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Love, he's going to change the play here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
first carry of the game for Zamir White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now it's Lance. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Love, they go play action now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake, Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing. Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And it's a Packers touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Anders Carlson now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Lance. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he goes out right around the 39. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. This is taken around the 12. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On On second down, they'll run with White. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Brian Dable, with his background on offense, he's got a call ready, and they are going to go for it on 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And no points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 25 yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Jacobs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do it. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Lance. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
To throw, it's Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Giants are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Gano the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Here's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love now.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Here's Lance to throw it. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick-6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
It's complete, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this. Got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's to Neighbors. What a catch. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Lance now on 1st down. And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Play fake. Here's Love.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick-6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Extra point try good by Gano. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Love back to it here after the pick six. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. There's a handoff to Jacobs. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set, 10 black.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Christian Watson
from 10 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just...
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York, first down, Lance.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Lance looking to throw it.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One final try now for Lance.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out.